So the first card is everything and anything is possible. And you have to be brave. So you're going to be able to conquer things, but you just have to have a positive attitude and say that it is possible to do it. So there's some situation that's coming up for you where you have to act immediately. So immediate action required over here. And you might be taking a trip. It might be a business trip. It could be a little bit of a break as well, but you are taking some kind of trip. So in the past, you've got express your creativity and happiness. So, you've been... things have been pretty positive in the last few months for you, and you've been able to be very creative and express yourself, and you're enjoying what you're doing as well. So going to the future, you might be considering further education, so maybe taking on some courses or some kind of seminars that you're going for, and just watch out, there might be some unforeseen expenses, so make sure you're not overspending right now, so you have some finance kept aside if anything crops up. So those are the energies for those 2 weeks. So the main energies are the Fool. So you are starting off something new. You're actually weighing your options over here. So something new coming in for you. You want to start a new cycle. Maybe you've got 2 offers or 2 ideas that you want to do, and you're actually weighing it. There are 2 new offers because he's holding up 2 eggs. And, you're trying to find out, you're actually trying to seek guidance as to what you want to do next, how you want to proceed forward. So whatever you finished in the last cycle, you would have finished at the World. This starts off with the Fool. You can see a lot of people bowing down over here. So a lot of people hold you in quite high regards, and you've got your choice. You can start something, anything that you want, and it looks like it will be successful because, people have a lot of regard for you, and they feel that you're quite expert at what you do. So right now you're in the process of starting something new, but you're deciding which one. You're trying to decide or make a decision about which particular pathway you want to follow. So what's happening with you? You've got the 2 of Swords here again. The 2 of Swords is a decision, and the King of Cups. In this case, in this particular deck, it seems like, you are going to be facing some stiff competition. If you're trying to make a decision about which particular job to start off or to begin, it looks like, a lot of people are applying for that particular post, and you're facing a lot of stiff competition. So whatever jobs you're going for, you have to make sure that you have presented yourself pretty well, because, there are a lot of people making applications. You can see a lot of people sitting in the back over here, and you are facing some really stiff competition. So make sure everything you are presenting to them is, really attractive, so that they, if they choose you, they are choosing you, because you have really, you're really good at what you do, and, have good merit, rather. So you've got to present yourself in such a way that, you're very, very attractive. So you are facing really stiff competition in this particular post that you're applying for. You've got also here the King of Cups. So you are looking for, you're looking for help. Maybe you've gone and asked somebody for some advice and to tell you which particular post to take. Because this man, the King of Cups, is usually somebody who offers advice, somebody who can give you that support that you need. And he's holding up 2 cups. So it looks like, you are presenting, you have 2 options available for you, and you've got somebody that you are approaching for some kind of support or advice as to which particular post to choose. So you want you're trying to get some advice or direction on what to do next, and you're asking this person to help you. So you are asking for some kind of assistance, some kind of help. It could be somebody that you're working with, that you have emotionally connected with, and you're asking them for some advice. Now, in the past year, you've got the Ace of Wands, so you did begin some new project in the last year, and you've been working very, very hard, and you put in a lot of effort and energy to it. It was something new that began, and you've been working through that. So you started off a new phase last year, and it looks like, you've been very concentrated and focused on it. You've got the 4 of Cups over here, so the job that you were doing was pretty good. It looks like there's some offer that has come in for you in this last few months. So, maybe it was something that was very sweet, and, whatever job you were doing, you were quite satisfied with. But it looks like some offer that's come in for you. Maybe you haven't noticed it because this man has not even seen the cup. But there was some opportunity that has presented itself to you in this last few months. So what's in your mind? You've got the Moon. So you're feeling a bit confused as to what to do. Here again, you've got the 2 pillars over here. So there might be some choice that you're trying to make. These are 2 obelisks. You're trying to make a choice to move forward. but you really haven't got a clue on what to do. You're a bit scared because you've got this hippopotamus over here, which is like almost like a monster, if you like. So you're a bit scared to act. And with the full moon over here, you're not thinking very clearly about it. So you're quite confused. Maybe you're having a bit of sleepless nights as well, trying to decide what to do. So there might be a bit of anxiety that's associated with this choice. So going to the future, you've got the Six of Swords over here. So you need a lot of strategic planning in order for you to get things done. You can see all the swords or these knives in this little grid over here. So you need to be very strategic about what you do. And it looks like, you need to do a lot of research. Look at some information from the past. You've got this very old person, it gives you the idea that, doing research, trying to find some information about it, and be very strategic in your planning about what you're going to do next. So some strategy is needed in order for you to conquer this particular problem, or to make this decision. You've got to be very strategic in what you do. So you've got the Queen of Wands over here. So whatever you're doing at the moment, you're in a position of leadership. You're very much in control, and you're very proactive as well. You're coming across as the Queen of Wands, very energetic, somebody who is able to be in charge, so tell people what to do, and get the job done as well. So that's how people are seeing you. And what's going on around you? There seems to be a lot of problems in the job that you're working with. A lot of fighting, arguing. Ten of Swords is, a very difficult situation that you have experienced. So things are around you or where you're working are quite difficult. There's a lot of arguments, chaos, problems, and maybe this is the reason why you want to actually move on from this particular job. You just want to leave it and move on because something has happened there. There was some crisis that happened there, and it looks like a lot of people may have been let go. Maybe you've lost your job, or and you've had to leave it because something happened within that situation. There was a lot of loss. Maybe the business that you were working for, went into liquidation, or they had some kind of a problem, and there was a lot of loss, financial loss, and a lot of people had to be let go. So there was some sort of crisis that happened in that job that you're working with, and although it was a good job and you were in a position of leadership, it seems like something had happened in it, and maybe a lot of people had to be let go, and you want to move on as well. So going into what's on your fears, hopes and fears, what you want to try and accumulate money. You're trying to save as much as you can because maybe you're having to use your savings at the moment because you have lost your job. So this might be a situation where you've lost your job, you're trying to find a new job, you're trying to start something new. You've got some options coming in over here with the Fool card. But you are looking for advice on how to actually move forward. You may be going in for interviews and trying to interview for new jobs because there was some kind of crisis within that particular position, and you've lost your job, or something's happened where you're no more working there. You're not working there anymore, where you had to walk away from it, and now you're using up all your savings, because you can see these people are putting all things away for the winter. They're saving food, and they're having to use this up. So maybe this is your fear that you're going to end up using up all your savings before you can actually find yourself a new job. So going into the future, you've got the Knight of Swords, you've got the Knight of Pentacles, and you've got the Three of Pentacles. So there is some information that is coming in. So the initial information, there's two knights coming in, somebody, bringing in information, or maybe a person that you're working with that's going to be a bit devastating. So whatever comes in, whatever information comes in, it's going to be, maybe it's about that company that you were working with. The information is not really good. It's just the facts. It's been delivered without any tact, and it's causing a lot of upset. So something coming in, some information coming in with this Knight of Swords, telling you that something had happened. Maybe you didn't get a payoff that you wanted to, but it's something that is about loss, and it's going to cause a lot of upset for you. The second one is an offer coming in for you. You've got the Knight of Pentacles coming in, bringing an offer for work. So it looks like you will find yourself a new job. It's going to be something that you're going to have to work pretty hard at. Knight of Pentacles is usually a hard-working, slow-moving knight, but it's usually a stable knight. So the work that you're going to be doing is going to be, you're going to have to work really, really hard. It's not a leadership position. It's more like, you might be working on your own, or you could be working in a team. but definitely not a leadership position, but it's something that's going to help you pay the bills. And you're going to be working, it looks like maybe this is going to be a teamwork thing. So a new job offer coming in for you after you get this news about something about the previous job that you've been working in. A new job comes in and it allows you to start working. You're working pretty hard to accumulate funds, and you're working in a team over here. So you can see working very hard to accumulate. And it'll be working under somebody who is very, it's a very practical person that you're working with, very down to earth person, a person who really, dots all the I's, crosses all the T's. So they're very, very meticulous as well. But you will be working hard and you will be able to accumulate some finance. You can see they're accumulating all this grain, but it's going to take some effort to actually do this. So you are going to get a new job that will come in. But if news comes in prior to that, it's a bit upsetting. Don't get too distressed about that initial news that comes in, because after that comes in this new job and it's going to be something long term. You'll also be learning on the job. And, with the Three of Pentacles, it's collaborating with a lot of people. So working in a team, working for somebody that is quite practical, as long as you get your job done and you're doing it quite well, they're not going to be somebody who hassles you or somebody who gives you any grief. So that's coming in for you. So if you have lost your jobs, there is a job coming in for you soon, and it's going to be able to allow you to accumulate finances as well. Make sure that you are being very strategic in what you do. So make proper plans and do some proper research with the Six of Swords, and you'll be able to sort things out. So you are making applications for this job. It is stiff competition, but it looks like you might get it. Or if you don't get this one, there will be the second job, because there is an option there's two options coming in over here. You can see the Fool starting over the 2 eggs over there. So if you don't get the first job, then the second one will definitely be something that you will get. And make sure when you go for the second, if you don't get the first one, make sure you're very strategic when you make applications for the second job. So this is cast from the Fairy Tarot, and it says the Nine of Spring, which is protect the fruits of your labors, prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead, environmental conservation. So with the Nine of Spring, it looks like it's usually like the Nine of Rods, a card of defense, and make sure that you have, you consider defending yourself. So in other words, make sure you have all your bases covered before you do anything. And if any challenges come in, you'll be able to handle it. So be very vigilant, be very alert. You've got the Queen of Autumn over here. Be practical with respect to how you proceed. The ability to make anything more beautiful, meeting somebody who can help you make your dreams come true. So it looks like a job is coming in for you with the Queen of Pentacles over here, but you have to be very practical and very strategic. So this card over here with the Six of Swords is also talking about strategy. Make sure you have a proper plan in place and you know what you're going to do. If something doesn't work out, you know what your next step is going to be. You don't get completely distraught. If the first thing doesn't work out, you'll have a second option. So make sure you're doing that. And the Ten of Winter says, it's the end of the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of addiction or codependency. So there's the end of that difficult period, all those problems that you're going through, that's coming to an end with the Ten of Winter. It's like the Ten of Swords, it's finished. That those difficulties are now resolving themselves, and you will be able to move on. So even here, you've got the Ten of Swords over here showing that whatever crisis has happened, it's now finished, it's done, and you're going to have to just walk away from it, and you will sort out problems. So whatever happened that was quite devastating, whatever caused a crisis in your life, you're going to have to just move on, and you will get something coming in for you. If the first option doesn't, then definitely the second one will.